Hi and welcome to the can. Today I'm going to be baking a pear pie. In the food processor I have 2.5 cups of flour. I'm adding a tablespoon of sugar and I'm going to add 2 cups of butter or 1 cup of butter rather. 1 cup of butter or 2 sticks of butter. And I'm going to pulse this until the butter is all combined with the flour. And it's sort of a pea-sized granule. Okay, that does that. And to this I'm going to add 8 tablespoons of water. But in my case, I'm going to be doing something my mother used to do, which is supposed to make a more tender pie crust. So I'm going to add 7 tablespoons of water and 1 tablespoon of vinegar. I haven't tried this before, so we'll see how it works. I'm just going to pulse it until it's not filling the dough. There we go. I'm going to get a piece of parchment paper out to roll out my pie crust. Throw some flour down. Get my blade out of there. And I want 2 balls of dough, roughly the same size, 1 for the top crust, 1 for the bottom crust. So let's roll out my bottom crust, sprinkle some flour over top of it. Rub a little flour on the rolling pin. And start rolling. I'm going to flip it. Sprinkle a little more flour over it. And no one can get a perfectly round pie crust. We'll pick this up. Place it in my pie pan. Break off any pieces that hang over to fix any spots that are kind of missing. Now my bottom crust is in. I'm going to poke it with a fork. This prevents it from bubbling up underneath your pie filling. And I'm going to set the pie crust aside. Throw some more flour down on my parchment paper. Pull out my next piece of dough. Throw some flour on it and roll it out for the top. Now, this recipe calls for you to refrigerate the dough for about an hour before you roll it out. I don't do that, and the pie crust comes out good. Let's flip this over and continue rolling it out. And when the pie crust is roughly the size that you need, roll it up and put it off to the side. So now I need to get ready to make the filling. And I'll be back as soon as I have all those ingredients assembled. Okay, I'm back, and in this bowl I have my sliced pears. In this bowl I have 3 tablespoons of flour. To that I'm going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon. A half cup of sugar. I have my oven preheating at 450 degrees. And I'm going to mix this together with a fork. Add a tablespoon of lemon juice and whip that in there. Pull my pie crust down. Place my pears in the bottom of the pie crust. This calls for 5 cups of peeled and sliced pears. I had 5 pears that I needed to get rid of, so that's what I have. Now I'm going to sprinkle this over top of the pears. It says to dot with a tablespoon of butter. I'm using margarine. Bring my top crust over. Place it on top of the pie. Now I'm going to bring the overhanging portions up and just pinch them together. See, it's very rustic, very simple. I'm going to take a knife and put 4 slits into the top of the pie crust. Place it into my preheated oven and let it bake. Ooh, I guess I should have taken these out. Since I have little storage, my oven is my storage for some of my pots and pans. I forgot they were in there. So they got preheated along with the oven. There we go. Now I'll put it in the oven for 40 to 45 minutes and I'll be back. Okay, welcome back. My pie is finished. It's still a bit on the hot side, so I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece out of it. My crust got a little bit dark. There's my piece of pie. Hot. Very good. Very, very good pie. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and you'll give this recipe a try. Please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. And I'll see you again next time.